All right, everybody, welcome back. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody that's been watching, people that have been watching since I started the channel, and I got a lot of new subscribers. I'd like to welcome you guys all to the channel, and I'd like to thank the guys that have been continuing to watch. So thank you very much. So today we're doing some cover cropping. This is what we got going on. 7060 301 on the disc, and 426 on the grain drill. I need the power to pull this thing, guys. You know, this is an old Minneapolis Moline grain drill. I couldn't tell you the year, but what I can tell you about it is that it came with an option to have steel wheels and a horse-drawn carriage, if you know, set up for horses. So that tells you how old it is. But it works. It does its job. I'm gonna get this fired up, and I'll bring you up in the cab there, and we'll talk about what we're doing. All right, guys. So before I start talking about the farming and stuff, I'm gonna point something out. So the back of the house is right there. So keep that spot in mind, right there. We go golfing around here sometimes. Well, what we do is we go drive the golf carts around, get drunk, and do something that resembles golf. You guys know what I mean. But anyway, we take practice shots out there, and what we do is we try to drive them, you know, out into the field out there. There's a whole bunch of golf balls out there. You'll see them when we plowed last spring. My daughters went and got a bunch, and you'll be able to get some more. But check this out. You see that golf ball right there? What kind of shake? I'd really like to know which one of my friends hit that one. You know, because we're aiming for, like, you know, over there. However it got down here, I don't know, I got a kick out of that. Thought it was funny. But then the other thing, I don't know if you could see it up there. There's another one right there, I think, or somewhere. I don't know, I can't see it in the camera. You guys might be able to see it. But those are some wonderful shakes, guys. Whichever one of you guys hit that, good job. That's what I'm talking about. We do something that resembles golf. All right, let's see how this camera view works out. Lost my coffee. There it is. All right, so anyway, I got, I don't know, 10 acres left to do in this field, maybe. And then I got another 12-acre patch that's disced up. And then I have 12 acres that I have to plant. And then I have a 30-acre patch that I need to disc and seed down. Other than that, the rest of the farm is done. I'm over halfway done with the seeding right now. Grain drill is doing its job. I mean, it is what it is. Get some coffee. It's important. It's morning time. So, I'm moving right along, like I said. I'm planting 50 pounds per acre cover crop. Kind of normal for the cover crops. I find that it works out pretty good. This grain drill, everything's all wore out on it, so none of the settings are right. So I got a 12-acre patch that is one pass around it with a 12-foot implement is pretty much exactly an acre. So I put a bag in, I drive around that field once, and I see where I'm at, and then I open it up or close it up, you know, check it a few times and drive around the field, open it up, close it up, figure out where I need to be, and then I move on and do the, I'm sorry, that's an 18-acre patch, I'm sorry. One trip around an 18-acre patch with a 12-foot implement turns into an acre. So, once I get that done, I got a 12-acre patch over here. This thing holds 12 bags of seed. So, once I got it set to where I think I'm going to be, I fill it up, go over there, do the 12-acre patch, and keep an eye on it and see where I'm at, and kind of open it up and close it from there. I ended up over there, I was about a half a bag short of where I was supposed to be, which happy as can be. And then I only plant 11 acres over there too. So actually I was a half a bag ahead of myself, and I have the seed to do that. So that's where we've kept it. And you gotta wire everything so that the adjusters don't move and all this stuff. It's a fun time. But once you get the grain drill dialed in, it's actually a pretty nice grain drill. It does a pretty damn good job, especially for a cover crop. The first year that I planted soybeans, I used this grain drill. It worked great. You couldn't tell that I used some piece of shit grain drill, I'll tell you that. It is a double disc opener. That's the good thing about it. Every 20 acres, you got to go back there with an oil can, squirt oil can, and each one of the coulters has got a little thing on it that you squirt the oil down into the thing for the bearings. That's how you oil it. Then there's only a few grease zerks on it, so it's not something you'd want to go out and do 1,000 acres with by any means. But for a $500 grain drill, it's gotten us through 5-6 years now. It's the 6th year. I cannot complain about it. It does what I need it to do. As you see, I'm not getting anything done. I'm talking. I'm not even getting my coffee drank. So I'm going to keep planting this. I'll get you a little bit of footage back here. Just kind of walk around the grain drill a little bit and talk about it. And then once I get done with this and the other 12-acre patch, I'll show you filling up there at the shed. And then we'll get some distant footage in for you. Thanks for watching so far, guys. All right, so I guess I feel like I got to defend myself a little bit for having this tractor on this. The reason that the 301 is on the disc is because when you're working them like with the disc or something like that, you got actual load on them. I'm pretty consistent about running them right about 2200, 2300 RPMs, right in the operating range. That's where they're happy. That's where everything is optimal. You're going to get the most life out of your engine when you're working them if you run them at that point. You're going to get the best efficiency out of them. Now, when I'm pulling something like this that takes no horsepower, it's like pulling the tractor by itself. As you can see, I'm running around 1500 RPMs. I am in high second, going right about 4.5. Basically this, once I'm done with this, I'll have 60 acres planted, and this was just touching the top side of the half mark when I started. So it's not like we're using a lot of fuel. Look at the turning radius on these things. I'm actually limited by the implement that I'm pulling. So right back in the spot. Don't need much with these beasts. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of talk about that. I guess that's it. So anyway, one more thing to add to that. If this tractor was on the disc and we were running it at 2300 RPMs like that, it'd use like twice the amount of fuel as that 301. So that's why the 301 is on the disc. And there's other tractors that could do this. I'm not gonna lie. I said any of the 17s would do it. 19. The 19 would probably use as much fuel as this, if not more. Probably use more actually than this, but I don't know, I worked my ass off this year. I worked my ass off on these tractors. I feel like I earned the comfort to sit in here, and I'll pay the extra $20 or $30 in fuel to sit my ass in this nice cab tractor and do this. How about that? So there. If you guys remember my pile of rock, I never did get out here and get it picked up, so Dad just disced around it, but he brought up another chunk for me while he was discing. Look at that. I'm not sure what, like I said, I don't know what this came from, but looks like an old foundation to me. Definitely man-made. It's not like it's natural rock, it's man-made cement. Old school stuff with the big chunks. So that's I'm gonna stack it up and go dump it down here. There's a rut that I'm gonna dump it in. So okay, so I got all those picked up, and I saw just this little rock sticking out. of the ground, and I went to grab it and it's connected. Of course I don't have a shovel, so I'm digging with a rock like a Neanderthal, but we'll see how big that is when I get it out. So there's that damn thing. Had I known it was that big, I would have went and got a damn shovel. That was a pain in the ass. Found a nice little plethora of something, old foundation. It had to have been. I don't know, we don't have any records of there being a homestead or anything here, but it kind of makes you curious finding this stuff, don't it? Anyway, I'll drop that crap off and get this wrapped up. Just got a little bit left to do. I've got my blinker on. I'm getting ready to turn. I bet this guy behind me tries to pass me. Look at him. Stupid. Man, I could have bet $100 on that one, right? All right, so how did I know that that guy was going to come around me? So I've been up here to this shed. This is the 6th time that I've been up here to refill. 5 out of those 6 times, there was a car behind me when I was going to turn. Okay, so 4 out of those 5 times that there was a car behind me, the car tried to pass me just like that. Now I want to put this, I want to show this. This is my flasher. You see this? So for you yuppies that have never seen a tractor before, or you know, this contraption right here, it's called a tractor. Okay? So we're out here trying to feed you guys, okay? So when you see this flashing light up here, right here, just like a regular car, that means that we are turning left, this way. This way. I don't even want to say left because you might be too stupid to figure that out. This way. You see? So now I want to point out that that car right there, that was completely my choice whether I smoked that sucker off the road or not. I seen him coming. I knew he was coming. He was in the wrong, and his insurance would have picked that shit up. But I was nice enough to stop. So you guys keep giving us the finger, calling us the assholes. What the hell is that? And then on top of it, there's double yellow lines out there. What is that? I don't know. It doesn't confuse me. Does that mean that you can pass? Am I telling you to pass when I turn that on? No. Just like a car, that means I'm turning. It's a bright freaking orange flashing light. That's all. Alright, so I'll show you. These are the adjusters. You can see these series of wires just making it so that they can't go anywhere, basically. Come down here, and there is some marks here to kind of set it, but it's pointless. So much slop and play in it. But it works pretty good once you get it set anyway. Like I said, double disc openers. One of them is broke off right there. Happened last year. I don't know what happened, but it was dragging by one of these. I'm guessing that you see how these are attached. and then they're chained to it right here. So it was the one that it was chained to, and I'm guessing that one of them caught a rock or limb or something and ripped it off while I was planting last year. But it's fine, just dumps the seed there, whatever. It's like broadcasting, I guess, in that one spot. So that's that. I'm gonna keep going. So I just got lunch brought out to me. I had to stop and take a minute, talk about this a little bit. This is from a place called Right Out Corners. Anybody that lives around me, your mouths are watering thinking about how good these burgers are. But they take sirloin and grind their own chuck out of it. And it you can tell, gosh, is it good. Been good for years, and it's just remained good. One of them, my mouth's watering talking about it. You know, I appreciate help, I really do. But I sure as shit don't appreciate when the help does stuff like this. Okay, so that took all of 15 minutes to fix, I guess. So you can see what happened was this bearing gave out, that hub, and I couldn't get one yesterday, of course. Why would they have that size? But anyway, what happened, I just told them to take the wheel off and just keep going. And obviously that wheel was not in any shape to be one wheel on this disc. I mean, the disc ain't that damn heavy for one anyway, if you guys know what I mean. So anyway, I just put the other wheel on there. And I don't know if this will get fixed this year or not. There's 30 acres left to do. Hopefully it'll do it. So some of the funnest stuff about the land that I farm is, one is farming next to a bar. But the funnest part about it is farming 20 just kind of splits up all of the farm here. That's the buildings. And if you guys seen the people that I deal with here, everybody's in a hurry. You know, this is kind of a main intersection to get to quite a few different towns around the area. And everybody's in a hurry. Everybody's got something more important to do than to be careful around the equipment. So I just wanted to mention that out and point out all the debris that I get in this field from the bar. Glass bottles and stuff are my favorite. Yeah, they have a septic problem too that leaches bleach out into the field down there. There's a ravine that I made because it was leach and bleach. I couldn't get anything else to grow in it. This year I finally got some foxtail to grow in it, but that ain't no good. But anyway, that's that for now. I'm gonna keep moving on here. Alright, well, happy to report I didn't have to get in the disc. Or well, in that tractor and disc. There he is. Now this is working out. He just got that over there to disc yet, but he's discing down. And yeah, so I'm just planting the way that he's discing. Which obviously this is the way that I plant because of the contours. You can see the field goes that way, so you don't want to plant the whole field like this. You have washout all over the place while you're cultivating. And then there's no way that you want to disc it this way going across the cultivator ridges. So that's that. Well, the white flag's waving for the night. Broke down. I'll show you guys tomorrow morning when I'm fixing it. Alright, so what happened here, this bolt here broke, which you can see what that does, hold everything. And this right here has been broke for quite some time. So when that broke, this one came, you know, apart. So I have my welding unit here. Got that bolt replaced. I'm gonna weld that back together for good measures. Finish up.
if he could start a field fire. It would be funny for everybody's enjoyment for YouTube. Oh, hillbilly Welding here.
Oh, it's like garbage.
I said, hey, let's see if we can start a field fire here for all the YouTubers.
Nice. Put some bubble gum on there for you too.
Oh, some bubble gum? All right.
Yes, sir.
Damn. Duct tape too.
Oh.
Look at that popping and banging. Bubble gum it up. Bubble gum shrimp. Oh, a little bit of popping and banging, fuck it. Running off the generator does not help.
Welding's a piece of shit.
Yeah. And you're running off a generator, that don't help.
I know it. It's the feed, like the button's messed up. Look at that.
Good shit.
If it would frickin' feed the wire evenly, it'd really help.
Oh.
Good enough. So one of you guys asked why I don't plant like radishes or winter rape in my cover crop. You see all this? That's what all of this is. And I planted this last year, and it was like that out into the field. If you can see it up there, where it hasn't been disc. I can't get it to grow the year that I planted, but 2 years now it comes up the next year when I'm trying to pick it. That doesn't help, trying to send that stuff through the combine. So I don't know, I've had bad luck with it. Why ever it wants to wait a year to sprout on me, I don't know, but it is what it is. Alright, there's something about these tractors that I've talked to quite a few people that they had no idea that they did. And I just wanted to show you guys, for anybody that might not know. So power shift, if you hit the clutch halfway, 5th gear. Push it full away, 4th gear. So then if you take and you slam it down, that brings you down 2 gears. I don't know why you would ever want to do that. But like pulling loads in to town and heavy loads slowing down, it's a lot smoother. If you just grab that and shift it down, it's pretty rough. If you do it like this, drop it down into 5th, drop it down into 4th, it makes it a lot smoother transition while you're trying to get that load slowed down. Something I've been meaning to kind of talk about in these, a lot of people don't know about. Then the power shift, or the well, like Rusty has got the high and low on the floor. It's a power director. So when you're in high here, you can hit that clutch and it'll pop you down into low then. And it's kind of the same concept, it just kind of slows down better. Now when you're pulling something and you need a lower gear, that's when you use that there. I don't know, I've never read the book about how they tell you to use it. That's just kind of my thinking on it. So, thought that'd be kind of neat for some of you guys that didn't know that. Alright, I got something else that's kind of funny. So me and Bob have a ongoing argument about which tractor's better, that one or this one. And really, I like them both. It's just fun to argue with him, to tell you the truth. He likes that one. That's, I don't know, he kind of claimed that thing almost, you know what I mean? He treats it like a baby. But anyway, this little segment is for Bob. Watch this. Ha! Look at. Hey, it works. That one doesn't work. We gotta adjust it, but I thought you might get a kick out of that, Bob. Look at that every time. That one works too. That right there is the last little bit that's left for disking for 2021. That's the last that's left for planting. Getting close. And with that final pass I just made, I should have gotten on camera. But that is the end of 2021 field work for me. I've still got custom work to do, but when it comes to doing your own stuff and doing custom work, there's less stress involved when you're doing custom work. You know, I take it seriously, and I do everything that I would do with my land to get it off, you know, to get it off in a timely manner for the guy, but I don't have to worry about it. You know, there isn't the stress of how many bushel it's going or all that. If anything breaks down, it's easier. You guys know it. Okay, I got done planting the other day. It's rained all day yesterday and got a little bit more overnight tonight. We've got 1 3/10 inches. And I come out here, and what do I find? Focus. They're already germinated. Not a fluke. Here's another one. We ought to have a good cover crop next spring to plow down, guys. And I could see where I was going this time, so we're not going to have strips all through the field either. Alright, so the last step here is just vacuuming out the grain drill, getting all the seed out of there. Some people underestimate how important that is, but we make sure to get it all cleaned out. This one got a little long, I know it did, but I'd sure like to appreciate everybody for watching, especially if you made it this far. Next video might be tractor pulling. If that didn't get rained out, we'll be doing some tractor pulling tomorrow. So yeah, guess look forward to that. The next farming video, we will be get a little bit more picking beans there, but then we'll be switching over to the corn head, and gonna try to get you guys some footage of Glenn going through some corn. So like I said, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I hope to catch you all on the next one. If you like this episode, please consider giving a thumbs up. It really helps get the videos out there.